Hi everyone, it's Claire back again, and we're going to continue with the China Glaze collection. This is the final part, I think it's part 6, and it's my greens. So we're going to start with the palest green, some brights, and move round to the darker greens. I think I've got 11 to show you, so I've swatched them already. This is the first one here, which is the palest green China Glaze that I've got, and it's this one here. So this is Refresh Mint. It's a very, very opaque cream polish, and it's from the Spring 2010 Up and Away collection. This one confused me a little bit actually when I looked online, because I did see some swatches that looked a lot brighter than this kind of muted. To me it's not so much a mint, unless it's like a very, very pale spearmint. I don't know. It's more of a pistachio, like a greyed out pale pistachio, but it's a lovely colour and great for any time of year, but for spring, great polish for spring, and it's really, really opaque, great formula, so really like that one. The next one, well, in fact the next three look really similar, and these two particularly I've already done in a Claire's Compare video. This one here is for Audrey, and this one is Aquadelic. For Audrey is the older polish. It's, from what I can tell online, it's from about 2007, whereas Aquadelic, which is this one here, is from the 2012 Spring Electro Pop collection. So I can't decide. Sometimes this one sometimes for Audrey looks a little bit paler, and then sometimes this one looks a lot paler. For Audrey looks a lot paler on one coat. When you put two coats on, they look really similar. I mean, I don't know if you'd think that it was justified in having both. They really look very, very similar to me. And for Audrey is described as a robin's egg blue. To me it seems more like a seafoam green. What do you think? This one I think is more of a robin's egg blue. So in the bottle I'll show you. This one is Aquadelic, and this one is for Audrey. Needs mixing up a little bit so you can see the greeny yellow pigment in there. So yeah, in the bottle again, this one does look very, very slight. I can't tell. Sometimes it looks paler, sometimes it looks exactly the same. But anyway, that's those two. And the next one, which again looks very similar, but slightly bluer, so I'd say this was more of the robin's egg blue. And this is Rain Dance the Night Away, which is a more recent one. This is from the Summer 2015 Desert Escape collection, and yeah, it's a lovely, almost like a turquoisey blue-green. So although they look very similar there, the three of them on the swatch wheel, you can really tell the blue here when you put the three of them together. So that's Rain Dance the Night Away. I would say out of these two, for Audrey and Aquadelic, if you're trying to make a decision on which one to get, I would say Aquadelic has the better formula. Yeah. So let's have a look at the two neons together here. This one is, I believe, Grassy's Lime Greener. Yeah, Grassy's Lime Greener. And that looks actually quite true to colour. It's a pastel neon. Couldn't think of the word then. Grassy's Lime Greener, and this is from the Spring 2014 collection. Not the greatest formula. This is 2 coats here, and you can see it's still quite patchy, some bald spots, but it wasn't the neatest application, to be honest. But yeah, that's a very, very bright lime green, dries matte. And this one, when I pulled the greens together and picked this up, I couldn't remember having this or where it came from, so I'm not entirely sure, but this is called I'm With the Lifeguard. Maybe I picked this up from a kind of impulse TK Maxx buy, but it's a very, very bright highlighter greon. There you go, green neon, greon. It's extremely bright, and it's messing around with the camera now. So yeah, and it's got a great formula actually, this one, for a neon, and it's got this very subtle silver shimmer in it as well, which you can't see at all really when it dries down. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the 2 neons. Moving along, we've got the brighter summery greens, and this one is exactly the same colour that I'm wearing today. So it's a bit chalky, and it's not very, some of these matte polishes are really not very forgiving, so that you can really see the surface of my nail there. But it's actually quite a nice formula, and a good base, I think, for nail art. This is Turned Up Turquoise, and again it's got, if we can see it here, it's quite a thick formula, and it does have a very, very slight, even more subtle than I'm With the Lifeguard. But yeah, great turquoise colour. And whoops, might put a top coat on or do some nail art later. That's Turned Up Turquoise, and it looks, so that's Turned Up Turquoise, and again I've done a comparison with these two. This is Keeping It Teal, but whereas this is quite a thick opaque matte formula, this is a very, very sheer jelly formula, and it looks like it started to, I don't know what's happened there. Looks like it started to kind of bond together. It's a strange one, this. This is 3 coats, so you can see still how sheer it is. I think I've worn it once and quite liked it, but you had to work at it. So of the 2, to get the colour, I would say I prefer Turned Up Turquoise. This one here, Keeping It Teal, it's just too much like hard work for me. The next one here is the really pretty Custom Kicks, and again it's got that shimmer, but you can't see it. I can't see it at all on the nail. But it's a lovely, it's like a darker version of Rain Dance the Night Away. So it's a similar shade, but just darker. Great formula on this one. And the next one here is a new, this is going to look blue, because it is a very blue teal. But this is, there you go, you can see the teal a little bit more there. This is Jagged Little Teal from the new Rebel collection for fall this year. That just looks blue, but it is teal. And it's looking a lot darker in the camera. It's just a dark, kind of classic cream teal. But you can't see the shimmer there. This next one and the last one is, this is Gone Glamping, which is a colour shifting duochrome, and it's from the fall 2015 collection, the Great Outdoors collection that had Would You Wanna, and Sleeping Under the Stars, that one. It shifts from a silvery gold to a dark metallic green. And this is 2 coats here, but I just want to show you. So in the bottle, I think you can see it's very colour shifting, cloudy. Yeah, there you go. I think you can see the green around the sides there. But I just want to put this over, so that's 2 coats on its own, and this is 1 coat of Zoya Raven. And I just want to show you over a black. Should have really done the black a bit more opaque than this, but we'll get an idea. So that's it over black. On its own, build it up in a million coats, or over black. And you really can't see much of the green in there at this angle, but it does shift to a very kind of pale metallic green. That's gone glamping. Okay, so that's my 11 China Glaze. I forgot the brand then for a second. The dog's distracting me. China Glaze greens. I think surprise favourites for me would be, just sort of swatching them and playing around with them, was the turned up turquoise, which obviously I'm wearing today. I'm really looking forward to wearing jagged little teal in the autumn. And actually I was quite surprised with I'm with the Lifeguard as well. And Refreshment's always a kind of classic favourite green, China Glaze. So yeah, there you go. Let me know which China Glaze you've got, green shades, which ones I'm missing out on and I need to put down on my wish list. And next, let's just ignore that. What's coming up next? I can tell you actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've got some full coverage glitters coming up. The Giwi draw towards the end of September. I've got so many lists. I've got lists for lists. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.